Hello, and welcome to Lent for Everyone, Reflections on the Heart, Week 2. If you weren't able to join us on Zoom on Wednesday night, that's totally fine. This video is something you can do at home with your family, or if you live alone, that's fine. Just call a friend to discuss those questions and connect with someone. A reminder that each week has a coloring page. If you have those, I invite you to color along while we do the lesson. And if you don't have that coloring sheet yet, you can download it from the midweek email, or you can let me know and I can get it for you. But this is this week's. It says, "Did you not know?" Also, I invite you to watch our midweek Wednesday services. They are live at noon on Wednesdays, but they will be available pretty soon after that, both on Facebook, on our website, and on YouTube to view whenever you're able. It's using the same text, diving a little deeper, and it's that very beautiful Beloved Holden evening prayer. So, our lesson today starts with a reading from Luke, and Rod Anderson provides that reading for us today.
The text for today is Luke 2, verses 41 through 52, about the boy Jesus at the temple. Every year his parents went to Jerusalem for the feast at the Passover. When he was 12 years old, they went up to the feast according to the custom. After the feast was over, while his parents were returning home, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem. But they were unaware of it. Thinking he was in their company, they traveled for a day. Then they began looking for him among their relatives and friends. When they did not find him, they went back to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple courts, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. Everyone was astounded, amazed at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astonished. His mother said to him, "Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." "Well, why were you searching for me?" he said. "Didn't you know I had to be in my father's house?" But they did not understand what he was saying to them. Then he went down to Nazareth with them and was obedient to them. But his mother treasured all these things in her heart. And Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and men. Here ends the reading.
Thanks, Rod. And up next is our reflection, read by the very beautiful and talented Bev McCullough.
Jesus was 12 years old. He was traveling with his parents. They became separated after Passover festival, and Jesus' parents searched for him for several days. They were worried and anxious because they loved their son Jesus very much. He was their treasure. When Mary and Joseph finally found Jesus, he was sitting in the temple talking to the teachers and asking them questions. Mary was probably frustrated when she asked, "Why have you treated us like this?" She wanted Jesus to be safe always. Jesus treasured his parents, but Jesus also had another treasure. He liked to be in the temple talking about God. He called God his Father. Of course, we know Jesus would spend his whole life talking about God and teaching others about God's love. But Mary and Joseph did not understand this at the time. Sometimes parents and children do not understand each other's treasures, and that is okay. It happens a lot. But Jesus and his parents figured it out together. Jesus followed their directions and went home to Nazareth with them. Mary took Jesus' thoughts very seriously, even though they were mysterious. What we do for each other when we love each other. We take each other seriously, even if we don't understand or even sometimes agree. The key to sticking together, even when people do not understand one another, is curiosity. Curiosity helps us remain open to each other, continue learning about each other, and respect each other. But it doesn't work very well unless everyone is curious. Grown-ups have to start because they are older with more experience. They show curiosity about their children's ideas. Children can be curious too. They ask questions and try to learn about their parents' ideas. When everyone is curious, we learn about each other's treasures and understand one another a little bit more.
All right, for our first set of discussion questions, again, pause the video, talk these out with your family, or call a friend. Talk to someone you haven't talked to in a while. Connect with somebody as you think about these questions. Have you ever been lost or separated from a family member or group in a public place? Tell the story of what happened. What is something your family members treasure or care about that you don't understand? Is there something that you treasure that you wish your parents, children, grandparents, grandchildren, grown-ups, or peers would be more curious about? Share what that is. All right, pause and discuss. All right. I hope you had a wonderful discussion and maybe learned some cool stuff about folks around you. When we live with someone or are related to them, it is easy to assume we know everything about them and how they think. But Mary and Joseph learned some new stuff about Jesus in our Bible story, and we can learn new things about each other. So make a curiosity seat. Invite each person that you live with, or if you're on the phone, just take turns answering these questions about things that you may not know about each other, even though you live together or you're related or you're close. So the questions are, what is the last thing you were excited about? What is your best travel memory? And what friend do you trust with your thoughts and ideas? So, pause and take turns answering these questions. All right. Did you learn anything new? I invite you to, at the end of the video, again, share what were some surprising things you learned about these people that you may not have known, or you were surprised by, or was unexpected. Even though we have shared experiences and we know each other well, we can always be learning new things. Let's close in a prayer. God, you know our minds and hearts. You understand our treasures, even when no one else does. No matter how silly we feel, you always take us seriously. Help us love each other and be curious about our differences. Amen. All right. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you again next week, Wednesday evening, 6 p.m. on Zoom. That link, it's the same link every week. So if you have it once, you have it all the time, and it's in the midweek emails. If you'd like the packet of curriculum to use at home with your own family, you don't have to use me leading the discussion. You are able to have that. You just have to contact me, and I will send that to you. All right. Have a lovely day, everyone. Blessings on your Lenten journey.